The latest police correspondence that we do have in connection with the disappearance of Joshlin Smith is that Western Cape detectives are questioning 4 people in connection with the disappearance of the 6-year-old. We do know that people will be appearing in court today. Joining us is Lieutenant General Tembisile Patekile, Western Cape Police Commissioner. Can you confirm just how many people will be appearing in the dock in court this morning? Lieutenant General, good morning.
Good morning to you, Lester, and the viewers. Well, we can confirm that the 4 people were taken for questioning, and some of them will be appearing in court this morning.
Those identities of those suspects or those people who will be in court will only be revealed once they make an appearance in the dock in open court. But what are the charges that are they expected to face, Lieutenant General?
At this stage, the charges will then be read also in court. What would they be facing? Among other things that I would presume would be human trafficking or trafficking in person and several other charges that would be among them.
What's your thoughts on this ongoing investigation? Of course, the concern still is for the well-being of 6-year-old Joshlin Smith. While 4 suspects will appear in court today, how far is police getting any closer to finding the whereabouts of Joshlin Smith?
Lester, we are not getting the child. The important thing is to get the child. But what people are spreading rumors, false rumors, but we're following every lead. But we also would like to request the public out there that please don't distribute false news, because it diverts us from the focus areas, because we must follow every lead, because life is important to save that life.
This case has attracted so much attention locally here in the Western Cape. Nationally, I've even seen some international reports and particularly commentary on social media pages. You've had people who are not from Saldanha Bay. Of course, we have the NGOs and we have the non-profits who are assisting in this case. But just your general thoughts on the attention that this case has received, particularly from people who have no real standing in community. They're not attached to any NGO that helps in the search of missing children and missing people. Some people even attached to political formations, finding themselves in Saldanha Bay at the moment, going live on social media, almost blow-by-blow reportage, community, citizen reportage on what's been happening in this case.
Look, as our standard operational procedure on missing person, we invite everybody to be involved in searching for that missing person. But what is very important is the focus should be on the missing person, not any other things that we've seen with this one. And my request is that let's focus on finding the person as a human being, and we just do that as human beings, as fathers, grandfathers, and as parents. That we lost a child, and then we just have to find the child by prayers that we still find it alive. This is what we want to do, our focus, not any other thing as that we should not part of this. Our focus should be on the child, and that is our mandate as a police, to find that child. And our mandate is to investigate, prevent, and combat crime. And amongst those things, we cooperate with every person that has the same objective, to find the child, nothing else.
Lieutenant General, is there pressure on the South African Police Service to be seen to be acting on this Joshlin Smith matter, when I would just have to go on to many of the NPOs and NGOs that help with the search of missing people, to look at there are quite a number of missing children, particularly young women, currently in the Western Cape. But do you feel that the South African Police Service is being pressured to be seen to be acting on this Joshlin Smith matter when we have such intense attention and independent citizens currently in Saldanha Bay and putting things on social media saying that the police aren't necessarily acting on this Joshlin Smith matter or not following particular leads which they are drawing or they say they are drawing attention to?
Look, we remain focused in the first place. At that time, I must say that there were 4 children that were reported missing. It's not only this one that was missing. But our attention was to focus on all 4 of them. But this one specifically was younger than any other one. And the way that got missing was so questionable that our focus and more deployment of our resources was there. Of course, we do get criticism from all angles when it comes to the performance of our duties. But ours is to focus on getting the child. Oh, I must say the others that were missing, we found 2 of them alive, and one was also found. The body that was found from a ship that bent. We linked to the DNA that it was indeed the 3rd person that was found. So the only one that we are still looking for now is the one, Joshlin, that we haven't found.
Lieutenant General, I've seen videos of people being interviewed, people who may or may not be connected to Joshlin Smith. I don't know if they're being interviewed on social media accounts, whether they're doing so freely or whether they're doing this under duress. But would this at all have an impact on the future ongoings of this particular case, if in terms of the state's ability to put forward a case to the court, if people were to be interviewed, again, I don't know, either freely or under duress, to go and make statements on social media platforms? Does this have the ability to influence the state's case of the 4 people that will appear in court today?
Firstly, I would like to appeal to the community in the first place before I get to the answer, that whenever we do our performance of the job, you don't take pictures, and those pictures could impact on the evidence in court. And the social media that people are doing and taking rounds could have an impact on some of the matters in court. If some of those people are in court, well, I'm not suggesting that any of those people are in court, but that could amount to interference with the investigation of crime and preventing the police from doing their job, or even to a greater extent attempting to defeat the ends of justice, because if that case that we bring before court is now questioned because some interference from people that we had no issue with this case, then they interfered with the investigation, and they must be careful that they could not be charged for defeating or attempting to defeat the ends of justice in this matter.
So you're not excluding the possibility of external people being accused or charged with either defeating the ends of justice or interfering with the police case into this case of this missing child?
Yeah, in any case, in the case where it becomes a questionable part in the court, then we'd have to investigate that part as well. Remember, our mandate is to investigate crime. That's a South African police mandate, which is in the constitution of this country.
Lieutenant General Tembisile Patekile, really appreciate your time confirming 4 people will appear in court today in the Vredenburg Magistrates Court, people connected with the disappearance of Joshlin Smith. So far, no clarity on the charges, but Tembisile Patekile is saying human trafficking may be one of those charges that will be presented to these 4 individuals when they appear in court, but at the same time, not anywhere close to hearing about the whereabouts of 6-year-old Joshlin Smith.